guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about my trend predictions for 2025. I love seeing these videos, however I hate it when people like kind of already say things that have already been trending kind of thing. So my video is eliminating all of that. It's going to be new things, new predictions that I think are going to be coming up, things that we're going to be seeing in 2025 that is not the same as 2024. So the first trend that I think is going to be huge is actually suede and fringe, specifically together. So I think the suede fringe boots are going to come back, like, you know, those ones from like 2015, 2014. Think like Miley Cyrus during that time. She was wearing tons of fringe. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that. I think albums are a really good indicator of kind of where society is at, what we're thinking about, what's important. Oh, hi, Philip. And so I think that looking to the upcoming album that Lana Del Rey is coming out with, I think that will honestly be a huge marker of like what is kind of going to be popular, especially with like specific subcultures. So I think that there's going to be even more push towards like the Western and like country aesthetic, but we've already seen the like leather fry campus boots. We've already seen the cowboy boots kind of come back. I think we're going to be seeing it differently, specifically in suede boots with fringe. We're going to be seeing lots of fringe, lots of suede, and yeah. So that's kind of my first prediction. My second prediction kind of goes along with that. I believe that we're going to be seeing a lot more boot cut and like flare type rises for jeans. I think that's going to be huge this year. I think mainly because more and more people, I think, are getting more comfortable with wearing what actually works for them and like what works for their body. And I think that recently there's been kind of a lot of flare yoga pants kind of coming back. And we've already done the baggy jean situation. As much as those are comfortable, I don't think that the flare or the boot cut jeans have really had their moment to shine yet recently. And so I think that's going to be huge as well. That kind of goes along with like the Western kind of undertow that we're going to be seeing as well. So that's my second prediction is flare boot cut jeans. Personally, they fit me really well, and I will personally be wearing them no matter what time of my life I'm in, because I just love them. They fit nice on my body, and like that's just how my body type kind of is, so that's what works for me. But yeah, so that's the second kind of prediction that I have. So the next thing that I think that we're going to be seeing is almost the anti Gen Z going out outfit, which if you don't know, the Gen Z going out outfit is known as the classic black top with jeans on bottom. It is always going to be classic. It's always going to look good. However, I think it is pretty basic. It doesn't show a lot of personality unless you accessorize it properly. And I think that a lot of people are going to be looking for something new, something more fun, something more striking for going out. So I think that's going to be more sequins. We've already kind of seen sequins a little bit, but we're going to see beads, we're going to see colors, lots of bright colors for going out and partying and clubbing and stuff like that. I think that we're going to kind of move away a little bit, or there's going to be a subculture that kind of moves away from clean girl aesthetic. Not that that's bad. Clean girl aesthetic will always be classic, I think. It'll always look good, honestly, on everybody. However, I do think that it's gonna kind of like, because we've been in like that clean girl era, the clean girl makeup for so long, I think that there's going to be a push to go to the opposite way, which is going to be more of like a Kesha, more of a like fun party girl type situation, like almost like sleaze. I think we're going to be seeing more of that in our like going out outfits. So that just means more colors, that means more sequins, more animal prints, things like that. We've already kind of seen the resurgence of the cheetah print, so it's going to be more zebra, I think, this year, and stuff like that. So that's kind of a combination of things. So I would just say like going out is going to be looking different, but on top of that, we're going to be seeing a different type of animal print, specifically zebra. We're going to be seeing more colors and like brightness. We might even see a resurgence of like neon, because in like 2014, 2015, back when Kesha was kind of around, we did see the resurgence of neon and like the craggle like nail polish underneath. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot of bright pinks. We've already had the Brat album. That's a very, very, very bright green color. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot more like neon pinks, oranges, and stuff like that being played with when we go out for drinks and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's kind of like, that's that one. I don't know if you would say that that's two, because I mentioned animal prints and colors and the going out style is going to be different. But anyway, that's just one general kind of idea that I also kind of came up with, and that's what I thought. Okay, I think another huge one that is actually going to come up is huge slouchy leather bags with tons of chunky like metals, like chain almost situations connected to the leather. So I've seen a few like big slouchy, like almost like mom bags, quote unquote. I don't know how to explain it, but I think with the resurgence of like Von Dutch and like diesel kind of wear, we're gonna see more and more of those huge like bags, like the leather bag that I know that your mom had in like 2005. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more of that and a lot less of like the like small compact like athleisure bags, like the Lululemon like fanny pack sort of situation. I think we're gonna be seeing a little bit less of that, and we're going to be moving into a little bit more bigger bags to fit everything in. That can also kind of go along with the idea of like the suede that I kind of predicted that we're going to be seeing. So those suede boots that I was talking about earlier, I think we're going to see a bag version of that with fringe, all that sort of thing. I think that's going to be popping up. But on top of that, I think that just like a nice brown leather bag with like chunky silver gold kind of attached to it is going to be another big trend that's going to be happening in 2025. So I'm kind of excited for that one because I personally love having tons of room in my bags. So yeah. I just want to say that I was right about the bag, the like big leather bag with tons of like metal on them, because I walked into Urban Outfitters today just like minding my own business, and look at what I saw. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, hear me out. But my last trend prediction for 2025 is I think we're going to be seeing a lot more side bangs and a lot more side parts instead of the middle part that everybody's kind of been having for the past few years. We haven't had like a huge like universal hair trend in a while, so this might happen in a few years. This might not be 2025 specifically, but I do think that we're going to be seeing a little move or like guide towards a side part or a side bang, mainly because we haven't seen it in a while. And another thing is it actually complements a lot of face shapes, especially if you're like asymmetrical with your face, which most people are. And I think people are kind of getting more comfortable moving into spaces or moving into things that interest them that not everybody else kind of has, and like recognizing that it can look good on you even if Sally down the street doesn't have it, if that makes sense. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more side parts and a lot more side bangs, which honestly I think are really gorgeous and beautiful. I love like a Hollywood curl with like a side part. So I'm actually kind of excited for that. However, I personally think that I look good with the middle part, and I'll probably keep my hair at a middle part, but only do side parts like for like special events or whenever I like do my hair nice or whatever it may be. But yeah, so that's the next kind of trend that I am predicting. I think we've seen, so the main reason that I think that we're going to be moving into this fun kind of direction with like more Western, more different stuff that we haven't seen yet in a while, more 2014, more 2015, more grunge, more sleaze, all that sort of stuff. The reason why is because I think for a while we've been in this clean girl aesthetic, very minimal makeup or very light makeup, very natural beauty, which is great, but it's not necessarily fun. It's not necessarily personality invoking. It's not necessarily anything that makes you go like, oh my god, wow, especially when everyone and their mom is like wearing the same outfit or athleisure outfit or clean girl aesthetic outfit, quote unquote. So I think we're just going to be in general moving away from the clean girl aesthetic and moving towards something that's more invoking of feeling and invoking of just like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? And like makes people feel good and feel different but feel cool at the same time. And on top of that, the reason why I think that like flare jeans and side parts are gonna kind of have their moment is because I think that everyone is kind of recognizing that everyone does look different and everyone does have different things about them that make them special, and therefore that should be honored. So I think people are kind of realizing like, hey, maybe I don't look great in a super baggy jean, or maybe it doesn't fit me right, or maybe like the boyfriend jean kind of baggy jean moment really just isn't my moment, and maybe the middle part just really isn't my moment kind of thing. I think more and more people are going to get more comfortable stepping into a space where they just feel and look their best, but it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody is going to look the same. So I think that that's something that's awesome, actually, and I'm actually really excited for it. And I'm kind of hoping that these things kind of come into 2025, firstly, so that I can say I told you so, and secondly, because I do actually actively like all of these things that I've kind of mentioned, aside from like neon colors. However, I do appreciate the funness and like the brat kind of moment that a neon color is. So yeah, these are kind of my trend predictions. Thank you so much for watching. I love watching these videos, so please leave a comment down below as to like what else you think you're gonna be seeing in 2025 and what your analysis is as to why. I would literally love to hear it. Anyway, yeah, so that finishes up the video. So thank you all for listening and watching through to the end. Please feel free to like and subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions for me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!